News TV, and today we're first going to be looking at Swedish striker Alexander Isak's potential transfer to the Brit, and next we're going to be looking at the exit of left wing back Marcus Alonso. So starting with the Swedish striker, Chelsea are in the market for a new striker this summer to bolster their attacking prowess, as Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham and Olivier Giroud didn't quite fulfill the brief in 2020-21. The Blues finished fourth in the Premier League and scooped the Champions League title under Thomas Tuchel, but since his arrival in January, goals were a little hard to come by. Abraham and Werner ended the season as joint top scorers with 12 strikes across all competitions, with Abraham one behind. It was Jorginho, all of them penalties, who scored 7, who was the top scorer in the Premier League for Chelsea. And with Tuchel's long-term future now secured at the club following the Champions League success, attention has turned to the transfer window and the chance to bring in a new front man. Giroud penned a 1-year extension in April, but despite that, his future at Stamford Bridge remains uncertain after the Euros come to an end next month. Abraham played only 2 of the last 13 Premier League games due to a combination of injury and not being selected, while he was also left out of Champions League final squad entirely despite being fit. Werner's importance has come from relentless energy and clever runs, and none more so than in the final, where he dragged Ruben Dias out of position to allow Kai Havertz to go through and score the winner. But a return of 12 goals on a £49.5 million transfer fee was not what Chelsea were hoping for when they brought him to the club last summer from RB Leipzig. That said, his first season away from Germany, it wasn't a complete bust. The Blues have been heavily linked with a money-spinning move for Borussia Dortmund superstar Erling Haaland this summer, though the club could get him for almost half the price this time next year if they have the guts to be patient and hope they don't get beaten to the punch. Former Bluesman Romelu Lukaku is another player who is reported to be of interest of Tuchel, though he has stated he intends to remain at Inter Milan after a 2-goal-laden season, despite the departure of coach Antonio Conte, who walked out of the club last month. Another RB Leipzig striker, Datsun Paka, has been reported in Germany as someone that Chelsea are looking out for, but during Spain's 0-0 draw with Sweden at Euros on Monday night, another potential alternative might have emerged. Alexander Isak impressed plenty of onlookers as the dogged Swedes held firm against Luis Enrique's side, who dominated the game in Seville but couldn't break down Sweden. In fact, the Swedes had the best chance of the game in the second half when Marcus Berg somehow skewed wide, the goal gaping after fine work from Isak. Isak is currently on the books of Real Sociedad in La Liga and netted an impressive 17 goals for La Real Sociedad, having joined them from Dortmund for just £6 million in 2019. It has been reported that the German side have a buyback clause of £30 million for Isak, potentially to be used as a replacement for Haaland should he move on this summer, but almost certainly next summer, with a host of clubs wanting to take the Norwegian striker away from the Bundesliga. BBC Sport pundit Rio Ferdinand said of Isak's performance against the Spaniards, "This kid, Isak, he was a problem today for the defenders in the Spain team. He was a nuisance. He showed today why he got the Young Player of the Year in La Liga. He was the outlet. We were surprised, really, when he brought off. He must be thinking about the upcoming games and something like that." So we may see the Swedish striker Alexander Isak at Chelsea this summer as an alternative to Erling Haaland due to his immense price tag, £150 million, and Dortmund not willing to give him away, even with players such as Tammy Abraham being offered to Dortmund. Dortmund are reluctantly not agreeing to the deal. So now moving on to the Spanish wingback of Chelsea, Marcus Alonso. The never-ending saga of Chelsea's 2 former Serie A left-backs going back to Italy at some point rumbles on, with the latest variation once again putting Marcus Alonso ahead of Emerson, at least as far as Inter Milan are concerned. That's according to Corriere dello Sport, who claimed that Alonso is the top target for the Serie A champions, contrary to previous reports, as they look to fill the squad left open by the expected departure of Achraf Hakimi, probably to PSG and probably to Chelsea. The report makes no mention of how Inter may want to arrange the financials around this potential deal, but considering that they don't want to pay much, if anything, for Emerson, who's younger and on a shorter contract than Alonso, I wouldn't expect anything other than the usual waffle about loans and buy options and wage subsidies. We all know the song by now, as it keeps getting repaid ad nauseam. So we're definitely going to be seeing the exit of Spanish wingback Marcos Alonso from Stamford Bridge, with the likes of Inter Milan and other clubs such as Napoli and AC Milan willingly interested to buy him, with Chelsea looking to bring in Achraf Hakimi to the Blues. Marcos Alonso could be seen to be in a swap deal to pursue the deal for Achraf Hakimi, with Marcos Alonso at the start of Tuchel's reign having the nod ahead of Ben Chilwell. His time has slowly gone down, with Tuchel preferring Ben Chilwell over the Spanish left-back. With Chilwell secured his position and Marcos Alonso not looking to have his position retained, and Emerson looking to be going out as well, Marcos Alonso may have to leave Chelsea if he wants to have game time, with him even not being able to be picked for the Spanish squad for this Euros. So if we want to represent his country in the coming years, he will need to leave Chelsea to get some game time, unless Ben Chilwell gets injured and Marcos Alonso makes that position his own. So thank you for watching, and hope you like and subscribe for more content, and come on, you Blues.